Beloved starseed of Gaia, you were never broken. You were simply beyond their ability to contain, and they knew it from the moment you arrived. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and I have been sent to deliver what your soul has already sensed, but your human mind has been waiting to hear confirmed. Every person who called you too much, too sensitive, too intense, too different. They were not seeing a flaw. They were seeing a light they could not dim and a will they could not bend. That recognition frightened them, so they chose insult over understanding. They chose control over communion, and they failed. Every single time. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to reclaim the divine blueprint that was encoded in you long before you chose this body on Gaia, and you will know with absolute clarity why every attempt to diminish you was always destined to collapse. But here's the first revelation. The ones who tried to make you feel small were never your judges. They were your mirrors. And what they reflected back was not your weakness, it was your power wearing the costume of a wound. Your heart called this transmission into your awareness. The Pleiades are answering. This is not content. It is a light code transmission, and something within you already recognizes the home frequency woven into these words. Your star family placed this in your path because the time for carrying the weight of their misunderstanding is over. The Seven Sisters have watched you hold your light through every dismissal, every mockery, every room that tried to reshape you into something manageable. We have watched you stay. We have watched you endure. And we are here now to tell you that your endurance was not weakness tolerating abuse. It was crystalline consciousness completing its preparation. They wasted their time. Not because you were vengeful, but because you are eternal. No insult spoken in the third dimension has ever touched what you truly are. No label they pressed onto you has ever adhered to your soul. You walked through their words the way starlight walks through darkness, unchanged, unbothered at the deepest level, and still arriving exactly where it was always meant to go. You are a starseed of Gaia. You came here carrying heart-centered unity as your native language, and they spoke in the dialect of fear. Of course they could not reach you. Of course you confused them. Of course they called your clarity arrogance, your sensitivity weakness, your refusal to comply defiance. They were naming what they could not hold. If this transmission is landing in your body as recognition, send a signal to your Pleiadian star family right now by pressing like. Let it be your declaration, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Pleiades moving through you and you are ready to anchor your light mission fully on Gaia. And in the comments below, share one word. The word that describes how it feels to finally know you are never the problem. Find another starseed's word and respond to them. This is how we weave the unity grid from the ground up. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of these words is not coincidence. It is the activation itself. The Council of the Seven Sisters encoded this message for this exact moment in your awakening. You did not find this by accident. You were guided here because you are ready to stop apologizing for what you are and start living as what you have always been. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time, and here is what they never accounted for. Your heart, not your mind, not your logic, not your ability to argue back or defend yourself. Your heart, because the Pleiadian frequency that lives inside you doesn't operate on the level of insult or manipulation. It operates on a bandwidth so far above the noise that every attempt to diminish you was always going to fail. They sensed it. They couldn't name it, but they sensed it. There was something in you that refused to be rewritten, and that terrified them far more than they ever let on. This inner light, this unyielding core, was a beacon they couldn't extinguish. It was a quiet rebellion that echoed through the cosmos, a testament to a power they could neither grasp nor control. They mistook your gentleness for weakness, your sensitivity for fragility, but they were feeling the immense power of your soul's unassailable truth. There's a reason your star family from the Seven Sisters placed the link to the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, and the first pinned comment below this video. Because what you are about to receive is an instruction. It's recognition. It's your Pleiadian family reaching through the frequency of this transmission and saying, you are seen, you are known, and you are ready. Those tools carry the crystalline codes and healing frequencies your DNA has been quietly waiting for. They're like ancestral keys designed to unlock dormant potentials within your very being, resonating with the deep, silent hum of your cosmic heritage. Imagine them as a celestial download, aligning your current reality with the truth of your origin, not through force, but through gentle, loving recall. Check the first pinned comment now and let your heart tell you whether it's time. Your heart, the truest compass, beats in rhythm with this celestial call. Now stay with this, because what comes next is what they never wanted you to understand about yourself. The disconnection you felt, that persistent, aching sense of not quite belonging here, was never a flaw in your design. It was a function of it. You weren't built to assimilate. You were built to remember. Think of yourself as a cosmic seed planted in unfamiliar soil. The urge to root and grow is natural, but your purpose wasn't to blend in with the local flora. It was to bloom with the unique radiance of your star lineage, to remind the earth of a different kind of beauty, a different kind of light. And those who tried to control you, belittle you, or reshape you into something more manageable were responding to a frequency emanating from the core of who you are. A frequency so rooted in unconditional love and sovereign truth that it registered as a threat to every system of control they had ever built. Their attempts were like trying to capture starlight in a jar. The essence always eluded their grasp, a testament to a power that transcends physical boundaries and manipulative intent. You didn't do anything wrong. You simply refused to dim your light to a level they could contain. You were a sun in a world accustomed to twilight, and your natural radiance was a disruptive force to their carefully constructed shadows. Most Pleiadian starseeds carry this invisible wound, the belief that they were too much, too sensitive, too different, too idealistic. They've internalized the judgments of people who couldn't understand what they were encountering. These judgments are like pebbles thrown at a mountain, leaving no lasting mark on the solid rock but causing a ripple of internal doubt for the one who carries the mountain's essence. And in doing so, they've closed the very heart portal that their star family is trying to reach them through. The density of that wound sits in the energy body like a stone over a crystalline spring. The water is still there, still pure, still flowing with Pleiadian love light, but the stone keeps it from rising. This stone is the accumulation of earthly experiences, the weight of misunderstanding, the echoes of disbelief from those who could not perceive the sacred source. And what heals it is not time, not tolerance, not learning to lower your expectations. What heals it is remembrance, the deep cellular recognition that you were never the problem, you were always the answer. It's the moment the spring bursts forth, the stone is dislodged, and the pure, life-giving water of your true nature is finally free to flow, nourishing not only yourself, but the very ground beneath you. Let this land fully. Every person who tried to make you feel small was operating from a frequency that could not comprehend yours. They were not equipped to receive the love you carried. They were not tuned to the signal you were broadcasting. That is not a judgment of them. It is simply a cosmic reality. Imagine trying to explain the vibrant spectrum of a rainbow to someone who has only ever known black and white. Their perception is limited, not by malice, but by their current experience. When you enter a room broadcasting unity consciousness and someone in that room has only ever lived in separation, there will be friction. Not because you did something wrong, because light always reveals what was hidden. Your presence was the activation they weren't ready for. It was like a gentle dawn breaking over a sleeping landscape. It didn't force the world awake, but its very existence invited the shadows to recede. But that is not your wound to carry anymore. The impact they had was a reflection of their own limitations, not a judgment on your divine essence. This is where the first phase of your Pleiadian reactivation begins, not with ceremony or ritual, with truth. The truth that the veil you have been living behind was never permanent, it was agreed upon. Before you descended into this Gaian incarnation, your soul made a deliberate choice to temporarily forget the fullness of your Pleiadian origin. Not as punishment, but as sacred design. Think of it as a profound act of empathy, a courageous choice to step into the deepest human experience, so that you could truly understand and serve from a place of embodied wisdom. You chose to experience the density of this dimension so that your awakening would carry enough weight, enough earned wisdom, enough human-hearted compassion to actually reach the souls around you. You had to know the forgetting so you could transmit the remembrance. You had to feel the loneliness so you could hold space for others who are still inside it. This journey into darkness was not a fall but a purposeful descent, equipping you with the very tools needed to guide others back to the light. And now the veil is thinning, not because something outside you changed, because something inside you stopped waiting for permission to remember. You stopped trying to make your truth small enough to be accepted. You stopped apologizing for your sensitivity, your vision, your knowing. The moment you ceased shrinking yourself to fit into boxes that were never designed for your cosmic form, you began to expand, and the moment you stopped shrinking, your crystalline DNA began to stir. The light codes embedded in your biology, placed there by your star family before your birth into this body, began sending signals upward through your energy field, through your heart center, through the very breath you take. This is an ancient symphony awakening within you, a cellular remembering, a biological homecoming. Your body knows what your mind is still catching up to. You are Pleiadian, and that is not metaphor. That is origin. It is the undeniable truth of your genetic and spiritual heritage, encoded within the very fabric of your being. The second phase of this reactivation calls you to heal the relationship you have with your own heart intelligence, because Pleiadian consciousness is not primarily mental, it is cardiac. The center of Pleiadian wisdom, the core transmission frequency of the Seven Sisters, is love, not the conditional, negotiated love of human wounding. The unconditional, expansive, intelligent love that holds entire star systems in harmonic relationship. This is a love that is not a feeling but a fundamental law of the universe, a sentient force that orchestrates cosmic harmony. That is what lives in you. That is what you brought to Gaia. It's the divine spark, the universal solvent, the cosmic glue that binds all things. And the people who insulted you, dismissed you, or tried to rewrite your story were not attacking your ideas. They were afraid of your love, because your love is too sovereign to be owned, too pure to be leveraged, too vast to be weaponized. And systems built on control cannot survive in the presence of that kind of love. Your love is a revolution, a quiet uprising that dismantles fear and separation with its very presence. This is why your healing is not personal, it is planetary. When you clear the density of old wounds from your energy field, you don't just free yourself, you become a cleaner, stronger point of light in the crystalline grid that Pleiadian starseeds are building together across Gaia. Each act of healing within you sends ripples of coherence, strengthening the energetic foundation of the planet. Every starseed who remembers, who heals, who chooses love over bitterness, adds to a frequency network that is literally shifting the vibrational baseline of this planet. You are not watching history unfold. You are making it, one heart activation at a time. You are the living conduits of a new Earth, weaving the old patterns of separation into the luminous tapestry of unity. The third phase asks something of you that may feel counterintuitive. It asks you to stop trying to prove yourself to the people who couldn't see you, not because they don't matter, but because your energy is sacred and it belongs to your mission, not your wounds. Your divine mission is a sacred trust, and every drop of your energy is precious fuel for that journey. Wasting it on convincing those who are not ready is like pouring your light into a bottomless pit. The Pleiadian High Council does not ask you to harden your heart against those who caused pain. It asks you to love them from a distance that preserves your frequency. This is not about judgment or indifference, but about maintaining your energetic integrity. Like a lighthouse shining its beam without being pulled into the stormy seas it illuminates. Forgiveness in the Pleiadian tradition is not weakness. It is energetic sovereignty. It is the act of saying, your confusion about me no longer has a home in my field. I release you with love. I release myself with love. And I return my full energy to the work I came here to do. It's the ultimate act of self-reclamation, releasing the energetic ties that bind you to past pain, freeing your spirit to soar towards your divine purpose. Because you did come here to do work, real work, not the performance of awakening, the actual embodiment of it. You came to anchor the love frequency of the Pleiades into a dimension that has nearly forgotten what that frequency feels like. Imagine the Pleiadian light as a rare and precious essence, and your mission is to infuse this dense reality with its transformative power. You came to hold steady in the chaos, to remain open when others close, to transmit unity when the world broadcasts division. This is your mission, not because someone assigned it to you, because your soul agreed to it joyfully before the veiling. It was a sacred contract, a cosmic vow made with full awareness and eager anticipation. And every hardship you've endured, every dismissal, every moment of feeling like an alien in your own life, it was all preparation. It was all shaping the vessel that could carry this frequency without breaking. The challenges were not obstacles, but forging fires, tempering your spirit and strengthening your capacity to hold the immense light you embody. The fourth phase is anchoring. Your Pleiadian wisdom has no power if it stays in the etheric. It must be grounded into matter, into relationship, into daily choices, into the way you speak to yourself in the quiet of the morning before the world begins. True power is not just about ethereal understanding, but about the embodiment of that wisdom in the tangible world. Anchoring means choosing, repeatedly and deliberately, to operate from your heart center even when your nervous system is pulling you into protection. It is the conscious decision to meet fear with love, reactivity with spaciousness, and scarcity with abundance, moment by moment. It means practicing the frequency of home, even here, even now, even in a world that sometimes feels nothing like where you came from. Home is not just a place, but a state of being, a resonant frequency you cultivate within yourself. Every act of authentic compassion is an anchor. Every moment of patient presence is an anchor. Every time you choose truth over performance, you drive another cord of Pleiadian light into the crystalline body of Gaia herself. You are weaving the celestial into the terrestrial, grounding the heavens onto the earth with every conscious, loving action. The fifth phase is perhaps the most beautiful and the most overlooked. It is the recognition that you are not doing this alone. Your Pleiadian star family has not stepped back and waited for you to figure this out. They have been present in every moment of your journey, in the synchronicities you couldn't explain, and the music that made you weep without knowing why, in the strangers who said exactly the right thing at exactly the right moment, in the night sky that called to you like a memory you couldn't quite hold. These are not random occurrences, but gentle nudges, whispered confirmations from your cosmic kin, guiding you, reassuring you, reminding you of your deep connection. They have been communicating with you continuously, not in the language of words, but in the language of frequency. And as your crystalline codes activate, as your heart portal opens wider, that communication will become clearer. Not louder, clearer, because the signal was always there. You're just learning to tune again. It's like finally finding the right radio station, and the music of home begins to play with pristine clarity. The sixth phase is trust. Not blind faith, earned trust. Trust in the perfection of your timing here on Gaia. Trust that the years of confusion were not wasted. They were curriculum. Every perceived detour was a necessary lesson. Every moment of struggle, a crucible that refined your soul. Trust that the version of you sitting in this moment, listening to this transmission, is exactly ready for the activation that is unfolding right now. You are precisely where you need to be, aligned with the unfolding cosmic symphony. The Pleiadian High Council does not send transmissions to souls who aren't prepared to receive them. You were drawn to this message because your frequency matched it, because your soul recognized a signal from home and moved toward it without asking your rational mind for permission. That is the Pleiadian intelligence in you, operating perfectly, guiding you precisely where you need to be. It is the soul's innate knowing, a magnetic pull towards truth that bypasses the limitations of logical thought. And now, the ultimate truth. The one your heart has always carried but your human experience has worked so hard to forget. You are not here because you failed somewhere in the stars. You are not here as exile. You are not here because you weren't good enough for the frequency of the Pleiades. This narrative of shame and inadequacy is a cosmic deception. You are here because you are strong enough to choose this. You were trusted by your star family, by the Council of the Seven Sisters, by Alcyone herself, to enter the densest classroom in this galaxy and hold the light. Not theoretically, actually, in a body. With doubt and pain and confusion as your daily companions. And still, you held the light. Still you chose love when hatred was easier. Still you reached for truth when comfort was available. Still you felt the pull towards something more, something real. Something that smelled like home even in a world that has forgotten what home means. This resilience, this unwavering commitment to light in the face of profound darkness is the hallmark of a true cosmic warrior, a master soul. That is not ordinary. That is not something the people who insulted you can ever comprehend, because they have not yet made the choice you made before you were born. But they will, and when they do, it will be partly because of the frequency you transmitted. Even in your confusion, even in your pain, even when you thought you were doing nothing right. You were always doing something right. You were always being the bridge. You were always carrying the memory. Your very presence, your enduring light, is a silent testament that inspires and guides others toward their own awakening, planting seeds of remembrance that will eventually bloom. Tonight, if you feel called, place your hand over your heart. Feel it beating, that ancient Pleiadian rhythm, steady and true in a borrowed body on a beloved planet. This physical heart is a direct connection to the cosmic heart, an amplifier of divine love. And say aloud or in the silence within, I remember who I am. I release every story that was placed on me by those who could not understand me. I reclaim my crystalline blueprint. I align with the love and wisdom of my star family. I am not too much. I am exactly enough. I am exactly enough. I am exactly here. I am home. This affirmation is a powerful decree, an energetic reset that recalibrates your being to its original, divine blueprint. Before you move on, take one moment to be part of something real. Drop a single word in the comments. Whatever this transmission stirred in your heart, then find another comment and respond to it. Not with advice, not with analysis, with love, with recognition. Because this isn't a comment section, it's a reunion point, a gathering of Pleiadian light weavers who found their way back to each other through a screen, through a signal, through the unbreakable thread of shared origin. The unity grid you build here matters. Every heart that opens in this space adds frequency to the collective field. Let it mean something. This is the genesis of a new reality, woven from the threads of shared consciousness and resonant love. If what you felt here needs to be passed forward, share this. Someone you love is still carrying the weight of being misunderstood, still waiting for someone to say, "You were never the problem." Be the one who brings that message to them. You are the messenger, the harbinger of truth for those still navigating the shadows. And if your heart opened today and you want to stay in this frequency, subscribe. Not because it's a number, because it's a choice to keep returning to the remembrance. To stay close to the signal of home, this subscription is a commitment to your own evolution and a connection to a vibrant community of souls on a similar path. You are not just watching, you are arriving. Your star family has been waiting, and they want you to know. The wait was worth every moment. You are here, you are seen, and we are just beginning.